Na guru radhikam, na guru radhikam, na guru radhikam. There is nothing superior, supreme than the Guru. Once again, surrendering at the feet of Guru Mandala and Guru Parampara. Let us try to understand the Nama. What is that Nama? Mula Mantratmika, right? I think that's the Nama. Mula Mantratmika. We have already, before this, 3 Namas spoke about mantra itself. Vagbhava Kota, Madhya Kota, or Kamaraja Kota, and Shakti Kota. We know that. We will not repeat it. Then what is this Mula Mantratmika? We know what Mula is. Mula is the root. And what is Mula Mantra then? The root of the mantra. Mula Mantratmika. She is the root of the mantra, that's all. Her Atma is that, Mula Mantratmika. Here, mantra means what? Panchadashi. So she is the root of the Panchadashi mantra, which is the root of all other mantras. Yes, 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 yes. You know, one more thing. I told the subtle form is mantra, subtler is Kamakala, subtlest is or para is the Kundalini. So, in fact, her Kamakala is the root of Panchadashi mantra, which we shall discuss later in the Nama, which may be something 321 or 322. You know that the Panchadashi mantra, how it is superimposed on her physical form as Vagbhava Kota, Madhya Kota, and Shakti Kota, right? Is it not? Mula Mantratmika is one who herself is the Mula Mantra, that's all. The meaning of the word, we know that. Mananat Trayate iti mantra. The mantra is one which protects the reputation or expressing the meekness. The most important among the mantras is Panchadashakshari. One who is itself, yes, the philosophy, the concept, the principle, is that there is no difference between the mantra and the reading deities. Instead of that, the mantra, the sound form is the deity, I told already. And Bhaskara Makin gives a warning here. If anyone differentiate the mantra from the Devi, he or she is a sinner. It's a papa, it's a sin. If one differentiate the mantra and the Lalita Mahatripura Sundari is a sinner. The meaning of the word Mula is cause. Mula is the base, basic, the first, and also is a cause. Mula is also meaning the cause, Karana. We always use the word. What is the mula for this? Means, what is the cause for it? Mula has this meaning also, the cause for it. Something happens, an incident. We ask them, what is the cause for it? What is the mula for it? From where it emerged? Don't we think so? That mula has this meaning also, the cause. Right? So, the meaning of the word mula is also cause. Okay, what is this cause? Sri Mata, if I call her as Lalita Mahatripasundari or Rajarajeshwari Parabhattarika, is the first cause for creation of this universe, right? Is it not so? So, she herself is in the form of her own mantra. The root cause of the human purpose is Srimata. The purpose of the human is, the root cause of the human purpose is Srimata. One who meditates. Yes. The word mula also represents Eem. Though you don't practice, you take out Chakrachana Chandrika and see the Kamakala there. The word mula represents Eem, Kamakala. The Eem is the primary root of Panchadashakshari itself. Who is in the forum, in this forum, is Kamakala Swarupini, Kamakala Rupam. It will be referred afterwards. Anyway, Eem is the syllable of Kamakala. And even Bhaskara Makin has left it there. He mentioned the inherent meanings of the syllable of Kamakala has to be learned through a competent guru. So it has to be learned from a competent disciple through a competent guru. That's about Mula Mantratmika. It is the root of the 4 objects of human desires. Mula Mantratmika, according to Bhaskar Makin, the 15-syllabled mantra Panchadashi is the root of the 4 objects of human desires, Purusharthas. That is the Bhaskar Makin statement. So this Panchadashi mantra is the root of Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. How much we are blessed. How much we are blessed. We have that mantra given by our Guru Mandala, which is the root of the very purpose of our birth on this world, is it not so? Purushartha. The very purpose of our birth is to fulfill that 4 arthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Here, Purusha is not confined to the male. Purusha is referred to all human beings. Unfortunately, human being is referred as Purusha in our ancient text. Can't help it. Can't help it. So wherever the Purusha is referred in the ancient text, including Vedas, that should be taken as the human beings, the human species. Otherwise, even Sahasra Shirshaha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad, even that Purusha to be taken as the human being, the human species. Because this Purushartha doesn't apply to other bhutas, other beings, right? Does it belong? Does it have anything on them? Other animals other than human being? It's only Purushartha. It's only human being. Human being, the life of the human is given by that universal consciousness energy to fulfill dharma, artha, kama, moksha. If you don't achieve that, the life is waste. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? Are we serious about it? Come on. There's a purpose of every act, isn't it so? Let me take a simple example of a maid servant who comes to our house. What is the purpose of her coming here to our house? To keep the house clean, keep it ready for cooking. Is it not so? Yes or no? That's the purpose of her coming, her employed in our house. That's the purpose. If she doesn't do it, whether her purpose is served? Simple, I'm giving a very simple analogy I'm giving. We say it's waste, let us not come from tomorrow, I will sack her. Is it not so? For the purpose whom you employed. So, it's a simple employment, my dear. Whereas the universal consciousness, the energy, if we attribute the feminine energy and call Lalita Mahati Prasundari or Gurumandala Rupini, not employed us, she created us for the purpose of achieving dharma, artha, kama, moksha. If you don't achieve, if the purpose of our creation is served, no. The answer should be no. Should we not work on towards that? Should we not? Is it not a warning bell for us? When I talk about Mula Mantratmika here, is it not a warning signal? Telling the purpose of your birth. Is it for something else we are born here? Panchadashi is the root of the four objects of human desire. For that she has given mantra also. Come on, man, I am giving you this mantra also. Use it and achieve your goals of Purusharthas. And you know that. I mentioned so many times mantra. The manana, repetition. Tra protects, protection, it protects those who repeat it. It is declared that mantra is said to be that with increasing repetition, manana, of which with full reflection of I-ness. Underline, please. Repetition of which with all full reflection of I-ness. Destroys one's transmigratory life. Transmigratory life is an English word. Destroys one's samsara and protects him. Trayate. What is that samsara? Yesterday I given the meaning of samsara. Destroys one's jiva bhava, right? Yesterday I referred samsara as yoga. It is not wife, husband, children and all. Samsara is the having a Jiva Bhava, not the Paramatma Bhava. The Jiva Bhava is samsara. So that Trayate Mananat, repetition of mantra, relieves us from, takes us out from the Jiva Bhava. When Jiva Bhava goes, what happens to us? We become Shiva. Very simple. Once you become Shiva, we become divine. Then I achieved the moksha, dharma, artha, kam, moksha, to my fullest possible extent. Is it not so? That is the meaning of Mula Mantratmika. She is the Mula Mantratmika. That means that's the one which destroys one's samsara. That is one which protects him. And with the full reflection of I-ness on that. That's why the different methods of chanting mantra is mentioned in Shividya Tantra Shastras. I don't go very deep into that. Such kind of repetition of mantra, if one can practice, there will be reflection of I-ness. With full reflection of I-ness, that's possible. When you follow certain methods of repetition of mantra, there will be a reflection I-ness that destroys the transmigration of life, that destroys our Jiva Bhava. That is the little elaborative meaning of Mula Mantrantika. Those literal meaning is, she is the soul of the Mula Mantra. That's all. Exact meaning of it, literal meaning of it. But Bhaskar didn't stop there. The Bhashya is not giving meaning. The Bhashya is explaining that. Bhashya is not translation. It is the understanding its inner meaning is Bhashya. And each Bhashyas are further elaborated on one's own experience and understanding it. Right? This is Mula Mantratmika. Then shall we go to the next one? Mula Kutatraya Kalevara. Mula Kutatraya Kalevara. We know that Traya is three. Mula Kutatraya Kalevara. Traya is three. The three kutas of Panchadashi mantra is mentioned here. Kutatraya. Is it not so? There are three kutas. That those three kutas are mentioned here. And for this mantra, Panchadashi and three kutas, Karma Kala is the root of Panchadashi mantra. Therefore, it implies Both are physical and subtle forms represent Kamakala. Make a note of it. After these three subtle forms, the subtle form is Panchadashi Mantra, which we have understood, discussed from 85 to 88. The second subtle or subtle form, I don't say second subtle, I say settler form, Sukshma, Sukshmatara I'm talking about, sorry. Sukshmatara form is, settler form is, the Kamakala is being discussed here. Very subtly. Mula Kutattaya Kalevara. In a nutshell, the Kamakala is the union of Hamsaha and Soham. Hamsa mantra referring to the universal as well as the individual spirit. Yes. The Hamsa mantra refers to the universal spirit as well as the individual spirit, which has got three bindus and a triangle. If Hamsa mantra is given a geometrical form, see, the physical form we reduce to geometrical form. Geometrical form is reduced to sound form. Is it not so? And when we go back, when I give Hamsaha, the mantra, if I go to geometrical form, it is the three bindus and a triangle. The triangle has to have three bindus, right? Joining of three bindus makes a triangle. This is the actual physical diagram of Lalita Ambika. The bija involved here is Im in Kamakala. This bija is extremely powerful and will surely cascade down the prosperity if one knows how to use this bija in Shodashi mantra. However, once again, Bhaskar Rao making stops there. This is to be learned from one's Guru. With this Mula Kutattaya Kalevara, we begin to end the subtle form of Devi, which is called Kamakala. The first few, the mantra form has come. That is Sukshma Rupa. And this Mula Mantratmika and Mula Kutatraya Kalevara has referred to a subtle form called Kamakala. The third stage, Para, or subtlest, is discussed in 22 namas from 90 to 111. Mula Kutatraya Kalevara. The three divisions of the root mantra, is it not so? Form or body, right? We know that. Vagbhava Kota, Madhya Kota, Kama Raja Kota, and Shakti Kota forms our body. Is it not so? We know that. Explained it. Srimad Vagbhava Kota Mukha Pankaja Kantad Katiparyanta Madhyakuta Swarupini Shakti Kute Katapanna Katyado Bhagadarani. Her whole physical form is divided into three parts, into three kutas. The three divisions of the mantra may be taken as forming either a physical form or subtle form. Both are okay. You can apply that. While chanting this, you may refer to her physical form, a subtle form, left to you. There are people who are doing it there, but we have to advance. When you say Vagbhava Kutta, you just imagine her physical form as Mukha, face. Madhya Kutta, you imagine about his, her Kanta, the Katiparyanta. And the last Kutta you refer to, Shakti Kutta Katana Patyado, as a physical form. No, we have to advance. It is the subtle form. You must meditate, practice as the mantra itself with that sound form, not as a physical form. Though it is accepted for some sadhakas, they can also do at some level, they think that's physical form. Really, the word mula, which is mentioned in earlier and this also. Mula mantratmika, mula kutatraya kalevara. Both places mula is there. This mula, what mentioned here, according to Bhaskaramakin, means not the subtle body, but sukshmatara, called Kamakala. The three divisions are the parts of Kamakala. This Kamakala, with its three parts, is to be learned from a guru alone. The first part of the Kamakala is called, I will talk little because I can talk to the extent what Bhaskaramakin has spoken. I repeat from his Bhashya. I don't add even one, not word, not even one letter. I repeat from him, that's all. So there should not be any objection on that. The first part of the Kamakala is called the Urdhva Bindu, the Bindu at the top. The next is two cross Bindus, and the lowest is called Hardakala. These three, in order to take the form of the three groups of 15 syllable mantras, as well as the face of the other parts, face, throat, and waist, and down the waist of the physical form of Devi. Bhaskaramakin quotes, the Natha Charanagama is an agama. I don't know how many are aware of this. People who talk volumes on Shividya. Hundreds of YouTube videos, number of conferences, lot of discussions. I don't think we are aware of this, which is quoted by Bhaskaramakin. He explains this and the preceding name to indicate the subtler form of Devi in her collective and individual aspects. This is exactly, I have read out, because these things I don't want to take any risk, because I should repeat just what is said in the translation of Sanskrit translation of Bhaskaramakin is Saubhagya Bhaskara. One who has her body is subtle form, identical to Mula Mantra itself, with all its three groups of combination of letters. One who has a syllable of three groups, 5, 6, and 4, as her body. One who has the subtle Kamakala, which is the root of these, as her body. Mula Kuta Traya Kalevara, I'm explaining. One who has the subtle Kamakala, subtlest Kamakala, which is the root of these, as her body. And I mentioned one bindu on top, two in the center, and a triangle at the bottom. Similar is her body profile. So, Mula Mantratmika, Mula Kutatraya Kalevara, very subtly has given us the subtler form of Lalita Mahatripa Sundari, or the subtler form of the universal consciousness and energy. In the macrocosm, it's an individual himself. It's our own form. Mula Kutatraya Kalevara, Mula Mantratmika. Where it is? It is we. It is I. It is you. It is she. When you draw no difference between she, you, and he, I, that Mula Mantratmika, Mula Kutatraya Kalevara, it is the Kamakala, a subtler form of Devi, is we, I, you, and everyone. Because Aham Brahmasmi. There is no difference between that universal consciousness and the individual consciousness. Is it not so? It is similar to her body profile and our body profile. Exactly. And the next one is, as I told you, from here onwards, it goes to the subtlest form or para form. Up to 89, we have seen the Sukshma form as the mantra. That Sukshma form is reduced to Sukshmatara form in these two namas, Mula Mantratmika and Mula Kutatraya Kalevara. Please understand this. The Vagdevita, Vagdevatas. They have already mentioned three kutas there. Vagbhava, Madhya Kuta, and Shakti Kuta. Already it's given subtle form, you know. The mantra form, sound form of Devi, already given. Then what is the reason of giving once again same thing? Mula Mantratmika. That Mula makes all the difference here. Mula Kutatraya Kalevara. That Mula added to that mantra, telling that what is the Mula, that talks about Kamakala. The subtler form, Sukshmatara form of Devi. And further now, another, I think, about 99 something to 111, etc. I don't know how many namas are there. And it will be talking about 90 to 111, I think so. It talks about the para form of Devi, or Sukshma form of Devi, which we shall take up the next Gnana Yagna. And that begins with, what is the Nama? All of you know that. You are been chanting every day. Kulam Karasika. He talks about Kulamruta here. The word which we don't like has come here. Kulamruta Karasika. We can't help it. It is part of Lalita Sahasranama. Kulamruta Karasika, Kula Sanketa Palini, Kulangana, Kulantasta, all that comes now. I will have a lot of restriction, don't worry. I exert a lot of restrictions going to this part. I have to. Okay. With this, let us conclude today's Jnana Yajna, because if you want to attain the Paraforum, as per Lalita Sahasranama, all that mantras are to be read. Starting from, you read it yourself. Kula Murgai Karasika, Kula Sanketa Palini, Kulangana, Kulantasta, Kaulini, Kula Yogini, Akula Samayantasta. All that, Is it not so? All that sucks. Then Samayachara Tatpara. Anyway, I restrain myself on this. And we shall conclude today's Jnana Yajna talking about Kama Kala Rupa of Sri Devi. Kama Kala Rupa of that universal consciousness energy. The Kama Kala Rupa of individual consciousness energy also. Because the consciousness energy, the microcosm, no difference. If that is Kama Kala Rupa of universal consciousness energy, it is Kama Kala of individual also. No difference. Abheda Bhavana. With this we conclude. And I think Nanda.
Yes, Guruji.
Yeah.
कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणीति समर्पयामि। सर्वे भवतु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुर्भाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम।
गुरुमंडल संपूर्ण अनुग्रह प्राप्तिरस्तु। लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु।
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಗುರುಜಿ.
नमस्ते गुरुजी। ओम शांति।
सारं गुरुजी।